Hey, once again, it's Rob, and just catching up on some guitar tutorials. These are songs I'll, pull out at the open mic or whatever, and I've looked through my, previous videos here on my channel, and I've never done a tutorial on this song before. It's a cool song. It's one most people should know. Not one you normally hear at the open mic, but it's fun to pull out. Not too many chords, so let's get into it. This is Chris Rea's Fool If You Think It's Over, from 1978, an excellent year for music. I was 12, and for whatever reason, that's when music really took hold of me, so I tend to pay attention to a lot of songs from 1978, because, like I said, that's the year when it's like, oh, I discovered music, man, this is cool. So Fool If You Think It's Over, this happens a lot in these songs when you can interchange either like an A minor or an A minor 7 chord. It's probably a minor 7 chord. That's more of a chord you hear on a keyboard. You can certainly play a minor 7 chord or just a straight minor, and they're kind of interchangeable on the guitar. They sound very similar. Yes, you hear the difference, but each one usually sounds appropriate. Anyway, so we're going to say it's an A minor 7 chord, which means you just skip your third finger. Second finger on the E note of the 4th string, 2nd fret, 4th string. First finger on the C note of the 2nd string, 1st fret, 2nd string. That is your first chord. Now here's a trick. I don't know if I've ever taught this one before, but if you're trying to sing a song and it's hard for you to get into the first note, if I can get the first note, then I can sing the rest of the song. But sometimes it's hard just to jump into that first note. If I can hear what the first note is, in this case, it's actually a G, which is interesting. It's not really a chord tone you think of when you're playing an A minor. You'd think maybe the first note would be like a C or an E or whatever, but a note in the basic triad of the chord. In this case, it happens to be a G. It's probably what makes that song interesting. So if I play my A minor 7 and I add a G and I'm listening out for that G, that G will give me a clue that, hey, that's the first note to sing. A dying flame. So you are able sometimes to throw in an extra note or, accentuate an extra note, or I'll just cheat. If I know that the first note of the vocal melody is a G, I'll make a little G on the chord sheet with the parentheses, and I'll just hit it real quick, and then it'll put my mind in that tonality when I can go, a dying flame. Because when I jumped into this song today, I hadn't sung it for a while, and it's hard for me to sometimes in songs to hear which note to jump in on. So once again, two things you can do: write down the note, or actually if you can play it in the chord, then you can hear it and it trains your ear to jump in the, in the right place. Dying flame, second chord is D. Then you have B minor 7 bar chord. Same as your A minor 7, but you're up 2 frets, the bar. And then it's really E minor 7. That's not a great sounding open chord on the guitar. E minor 7 is really just putting down your second finger on the B string, the B note of 2nd fret of the A string. So that's all it is. It's just not using this note that you normally play, your E, which you play with your 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. So it's taking it off. Again, I don't like that chord very much, so I'll just play a regular E minor, although technically it probably is a minor 7. So A minor 7, D, B minor 7, again, which is just the A minor 7, up with the bar, and you're leaving your pinky off the note you would normally play, which is a B. You're just leaving it off there, and which means you hear an A. The A is the minor 7 of the B. I don't want to get into my Berkeley stuff here. Anyway, so A minor 7, D, B minor 7. Let's just call it an E minor. You could also add the D note. That'll give kind of the minor 7 tonality there. You can play your normal E minor. So in that case, play your regular old E minor with your pinky. Add the D note, which is the 3rd fret, 2nd string. Do it with your pinky. That'll give more of that minor 7 tonality versus just straight minor. A minor 7. do that E minor, A minor 7, D, and then G. So that's through the verse there. I believe it does a different chord at the end there. So second time through the verse, A minor 7, all dressed in black, D, B minor 7, E minor 7, A minor 7, D. Now you go to an E sus, to an E7. What is that? Well, that is adding this A note and then resolving it down to this G sharp note, and you get the sus sound, or the added little half step up. How do I play it? Second finger on the second fret of the A string, the B note. Third finger on the A note, the second fret of the third string. And then resolve it down. Just take your second finger off, put your third finger down a fret below. That's getting through your verse. Chorus is very similar. A minor 7, D, now it goes to G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D, now you're sus E again, E7 sus, E7. I think that's the whole song. So once again, I'll scan through here real quick. Yeah, pretty sure. So we'll go through it real quick again. Your verse, your chorus, and then I'm out. All right. A minor 7, D, B minor 7, E minor 7, A minor 7, D. Now we hold on G, G. Second time through the verse. A minor 7, D, B minor 7, E minor 7, A minor 7, D. Now you get your E sus. It does this, the pain is 17, so it repeats that section again. So you get your E sus section actually twice in the verse. You'll hear it just by playing along. It'll be one or the other. The chorus, very similar, just flips a couple chords. A minor 7. Fool if you think it's over. D, G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D, and your E sus again. That E sus sounds really great playing all the notes, all the strings. Which is interesting because you have an A and a B. A and a B don't usually sound real good together. Let's see if I can do it down here. But because they're open, ringing, higher strings, they do sound really good. That's just the physics of guitar. So you got that in there in the verses and in the chorus. And that's it for that song. All right, under 10 minutes. Amazing. Bye.